Hey, welcome back to the Virgo channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you, especially on this channel, because I like to go deep. We don't just look at what goes on the surface. We like to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience that can help you shape shift your reality, help you quantum jump into the reality that you want to experience. These are shadow readings. And if you are interested in winning a free shadow reading with me, all you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video. It's always how I like to start off the reading, too. It's how spirit tells me where to start. Okay. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box, especially if you want to invest in a shadow healing program. I have $7.99 special for healing the effects of trauma, healing your shadow. And this comes with inner child healing, shadow healing, reparenting, and all the healing modalities to heal the effects of trauma. Because what happens is when we live in traumatic experiences, we change our whole body chemistry. We then a lot of times suffer from anxiety, depression, emotional ups and downs, triggers. Uh, and if we don't heal those imbalances, we actually get physically even more sick, mentally imbalanced, emotionally imbalanced, and then we tend to think that we can't have whatever it is that we're trying to obtain in life. But it's not that we can't, it's that we can't from that level of consciousness. So again, there's many different realities that play out at one time. Your level of consciousness will always determine what your habits are, what your behaviorisms are, and what you need to do to heal. A lot of times is to recondition certain behaviorisms. Okay, so the reason why I tell you all that is because these are shadow healing readings. So, yes, you'll be able to change things, but I'm just a conduit for spirit to speak. To really integrate a spiritual wound, a shadow, it's first the awareness, and then, like I said, a habit, a ritual, something to recondition. Could be an exercise. Many people that have nervous system issues, they have to do body mind work, they have to do breath work, they have to recondition the way that they interact in life a lot of times. Because if we grew up in a place of feeling not safe, then our approach, even when we get out of that environment, is still going to be that we don't feel safe. And it's not because of the environment, it's because of ourselves. And so to recondition is to recondition a lot of times the habits and the behaviorisms that we've learned to adapt to for our survival. So that it's not that easy to do. Diplomacy. Diplomacy. But diplomacy is all about doing things in a balanced way, doing things in a correct way. So that there's no karmic repercussions. A lot of times, when we're dealing with someone difficult, so Virgo, I feel like you're dealing with someone difficult that you're going to have the opportunity to speak to again. And you have a lot of different feelings and emotions towards this person. Down deep inside, you love this person, but they've done a lot of things to hurt you. They've done a lot of things to make you feel as if you're not worthy. They triggered a lot of your wounds. They awakened a lot of your wounds. And because I don't feel like there's something that you were on the surface, there's something that you felt that you had healed, that you were past that. And I feel like you are, but it's a karmic. time. And a karmic time meaning like big things are on the horizon for you, but it's all the way that you conduct yourself. It's all the way that people perceive you. And so I'm feeling like the person that you're connected to really feels like you're moving away, really feels like you don't care about them anymore, that you don't like them anymore. And it's triggering them a lot. They never expected to be triggered. And so when they approach you, I feel like they're going to be all over the place. They're going to try to explain themselves and they're going to try and be nice and they're going to try and, but it's like if this person never talked to you before, they're going to talk to you, like try to tell you everything and everything within that, what, however much time that you have, however much time you're willing to give them, they will sit there. If you said, I have 12 hours, they would sit there for 12 hours and talk to you and explain to you and try to convince you. And so there's a sense that you know that half of what they're explaining is bullshit. And so it's not just what they did, it's also what they're like, again, how they're coming at you, and then whatever you're going through. Like you said, I feel like big things are on the horizon for you. Your life is going to change. This person feels like you're detaching. They feel as if you're leaving them behind. So they're coming at you really emotionally. And this is why you're getting this word, diplomacy, diplomacy. I always say that word wrong. Diplomacy, and that's to do things in a balanced way, in a way that's not emotional, in a way that person cannot perceive you in not perceive you as being like emotional, triggered, um, angry. And the reason why is because they're insecure. And I do feel like you have feelings for this person. It's just they've done a lot of things to you. And so even though you know that what they did and you know that they're lying to you, there is a sense of understand why you are lying to me. And so, and if you really thought about it and you really were honest with yourself, I feel like you would be able to put yourself in this person's shoes. So you're getting that word. This is the energy that I'm feeling underneath your reading. I don't know why, because we haven't pulled any cards yet, but let's see why you're being asked to deal with this person with the energy of diplomacy. Like, why? Let's see what their hidden truths are. And actually, let's not look at their hidden truths yet. It was like, yeah, okay, we'll look at the hidden truths. Like to see really, I mean, is this person genuine or are they full of shit? My life is not as together as it seems. So, like I said, I feel like they're coming into you making a lot of excuses to you when they definitely feel like as if you're going to move away from them. So there's a sense of they're going to come in acting like they're all ready to be in a relationship and give you exactly what you need, but they they're not. And I also feel like they don't really want to offer that right now either because of where they are. They just know that they've run out of time with you. They realize that they haven't given anything back. So this is why, like I said, you are would be triggered because you know this. I feel like for some of you, you were connected to someone that was with someone else, going through a divorce, separation, getting out of a relationship of some sort. So I feel as if this person um, tends to always jump the gun, be overly confident with their plans, but they don't know how to really navigate their life properly. I don't react when people mention you. And this person doesn't because first of all, they know that they didn't give you money. And they also know that, you know, that they didn't treat you right. So if they mention you that they seem vulnerable, they don't like to seem vulnerable. They also have people around them that I feel like get into their business, but it's like they just don't want to react when people mention you because it's like, again, I feel like it would open up a whole can of worms, and then they people would be able to read them, see that they really truly have feelings for you. I also feel like they would don't want to react when people mention you because they don't want they don't want people to meddle in their business. There's a sense of them not knowing whether or not you take them back. They don't want to seem like an idiot. They know that they're deserving of it. This person like is not strong within themselves. I feel like they don't have a strong sense of who they are. Like when we have a strong sense of who we are, we don't care, you know, what other people think. This person cares a lot about what other people think. I want you. So again, there's that passion, which I feel like this person, when they, walked away or when I feel like they tried to get you to do and to be a certain way, and you weren't having any of that. And so now that you've walked away from them, they've had a lot of time to think. And I feel like this is something that has, like, you've been in separation from this person for a long time. And so that their feelings have gotten actually stronger, not weaker. So they have all these feelings, but what it is that they're trying to control it. And I've been getting that a lot lately. I love you. So here it is. This person's in separation from you, but they have all these feelings and all these emotions and all these, but they don't talk to you. And as long as they're in separation from you, they're going to be all over the place. So let's take a peek. And okay, that was too many. All right, let's just see. Passion and desire. So again, this relationship for them has been all in fantasy. So even though you've been in separation from this person, they've been thinking about you. And like I said, they've had a lot of time. And I think that they do respect you because they know that they didn't give you anything and they know that they're not deserving of having it. I just think that they saw you in a different light because they didn't give you a chance to really get to know you. It's like they kind of wanted to keep you in a box. And I am faced with constant of reminders of you. And that's the reason why is because you were genuine. I feel like this person tends to navigate very on the surface with people and they get what they want normally. And that's not what happened here. And so they played their same tricks, and their same tricks didn't work with you, which made them think about you, which at first made them a little annoyed. I feel like, what's the matter with you? Everybody likes me. There's this arrogance to them. And then it was like you're the only person that doesn't. And then they turned around and they looked at all the people that they surround themselves with, and then they're not really liking the people that they surround themselves with. So, I'm also feeling like for um, some of you are very spiritual, and I feel like we are in this time where, there's this big spiritual evolution coming out there. Everyone's talking about woke, and they're talking about the awakening and the shift, and so, this reminds them of you because you used to try and talk to them about this stuff. I'm also feeling like for a long time, they used to follow you on social media. And even if they didn't talk to you, there was a sense of them feeling like they knew you because of the posts that you posted and the things that you would share. And I feel like they've looked for you in other people and they can't find you. I'm afraid of losing you. Like I said, they feel like you're moving away from them and I know that they've acted like an ass, and they don't really know how to like approach you. But what I see is that they're gonna get really uncomfortable. I feel like they're gonna get really uncomfortable where they feel like they don't have a choice. Because this person's trying to control love. You're the person of my dreams. Different deck. Different deck. So we know like this person really is like, um, I'm not ready. And I didn't feel like they were ready. Like again, when they came to you, they weren't ready and they're still not ready. And that's why when they come to you, they're gonna come to you with all this passion. Meanwhile, they haven't just told anyone about you. They don't want anyone to know. So there's a sense for you, Virgo, that I feel like you're like, I don't trust this person because of what they did in the past, how they're coming at me, the fact that they don't react when people mention me. They hide. They're hiding me, and then it's all passion driven, and then they're not ready. So they're actually like there's a sense that they're coming in with the hopes of like I'm gonna put you on layaway almost. I'm gonna put you over to the side, you know, until I'm ready. Until I'm ready. It's like I don't want to lose you though. And I feel like I'm losing you already because I haven't been here. I haven't given anything. So I feel like I need to give something, but I really can't give something at this time. We're gonna see why, but can we start over? Can we even start over? They're part of them not being ready is the fact that they don't know whether or not um they don't know whether or not you would take them back. So it's like they're, like I said, they stay in this perpetual place of not doing anything, and their feelings have grown more and more and more. And like I said, you removed yourself. That forced this person to look at them, right? It forced them to look at themselves, is what I'm trying to say. And so they have a lot of shame, they have guilt, they feel bad. Um, because I don't think this person knew who you were. Expanding your concept of what a twin flame is more than a romance. It's a deep soul activation to heal in order to embody love and light. So I feel like they think that you are their soulmate twin flame. And I feel like because you are being asked to handle it this way, it's to find balance in it because this person doesn't deserve, really. I mean, I don't know what they did aside from play a lot of games, like I said, we'll pull for it, but want to see why this person feels like they can't come to you. Really, it's not that they can't. It's that there's always a runner and a chaser. This person needs to surrender their ego. They need to stop making excuses. They need to like act on the relationship. This person is stuck in their guilt, is stuck in their grief of how they treated you to the point that they're like trying to like strategize. They're trying to figure out like the best approach to talk to you. So when you run into them, when they actually see you, then they're gonna, like I said, feel like they're just gonna talk, 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 talk. Because of you, I'm starting to see what is really important in life. And like I said, I feel like that was like them like looking around at the people that were in their life and seeing that though they were not like people that were important because too many of them flipped over. Um, like that there's, that there's too many, that the people that have been in their life has been the same type. These cards are like all over the place. Think I just did wanted to give it a fair little shuffle there. Um, all right, let's see. I'm afraid you're going to meet someone else before I'm ready to be with you for good. So that's the real reason, like I said, that they're coming in to you, but they're not 100% ready. And they're, like I said, but they have all this passion for you. So we see that. And they really feel like you're their person. They feel as if you are their twin flame. And I feel like I said, because you got the word like diplomacy, like, I mean, diplomacy, they're like, because you got that word, it's like that means that you're supposed to handle it like with grace, even though they don't deserve it. And they don't deserve it because, like I said, they're coming in trying to like keep you stuck, like I need to put you on layaway, like before they can actually give you what you're deserving of. And that's because they, I feel like a lot of them were in relationships and the relationship took a long time to get out of. I feel like they played a lot of games. They slow walked it. They sat there with their thumb up their rear end because they didn't know, like, they thought that maybe you would reach out to them. They wanted to do what was easier. They didn't want to seem vulnerable. They didn't want to surrender their ego. So they did a lot of things to like avoid, you, in hopes that you would talk to them. And what they see is that you're not. And so now they're like, I feel like so much time has gone by that I realize that you're not playing, and I have to come back and I have to give something. And I have to give something. So we have to ask, why would you attract a person like this into your life? Because they're not on the same vibration as you. And it doesn't mean that you're not supposed to be with them. What that just means is we're a magnet of who and what comes into our life. Spirit, the universe, God, whatever word you want to use, brings us everything that we need. And that means brings us everything we need to heal and to heal those shadows, to heal those spiritual blocks. So, what were you supposed to learn? Like, what were you supposed to look at within your life? What affected you in your life as a child? Because we're looking at inner child wounds, like that has caused you to wind up in a twin flame relationship where this person acted like an ass to begin with, and now all of a sudden, like, because of the separation, is overwhelmed with all these emotions and feelings, but still feels like they could be a little bit of you know, a like play games, a game player, like a liar, because they're still not coming in 100% honest. So again, we see that their intention really isn't bad. It's that they love you, they have feelings for you, they don't want you to move forward, but they're not ready. So, like I said, I just don't think that that's fair. And I don't think that they're looking at it like that, and they're selfish. And that's why I said they're not on the same vibration as you. So you need to ask. Um, Innocence. I feel like rose colored glasses. You might have been in a long term relationship, some of you with someone, and not been out in the dating world. And so, even though that there's a strong connection and a soul bond connection, um, optimism, again, these are really like childlike energies. So, sometimes being too optimistic, right? Someone that's innocent, that doesn't look at people's blocks. So I think that you didn't think that this person was going to obviously do what they did to you, which is why, again, it would hurt and you would be triggered, and why you're being asked to have that energy again, because it's like I said, there's like they took away your innocence, they took away the rose colored glasses. So you weren't, so even though these are positive things like to be innocent, I think it's to be pure, to be optimistic. It's a good thing, but not to the point that it's imbalance where this person wasn't giving you anything. And like I feel like you gave them time. And I feel like you waited for them to come back and do the right thing, and they didn't. They held back, hoping that you would talk to them. They played games. Now they're coming in crazy and they're going to want compassion, but they didn't give you compassion. So, spirit saying is like, don't still, if, even though you have feelings for them, and asking you to be diplomatic about it, it's not, don't be so innocent, don't be so naive. It's like, because this person still is not 100% ready. Friendship. So again, like if you look at this, you see this friendship, it's like almost like I see it like this friendship. So like this person may come in and offer you friendship with in hopes to get more. I mean, that's the way that that's what my intuition saw when I looked at that. And that card, friendship, it's like they'll be offering you friendship, but they're not offering you what you deserve. They're coming in lowballing because they're not ready yet, in hopes to like keep you a little bit stuck because they don't want you to meet somebody else. So again, it goes back to their selfish, but really what spirit's saying is also like to like if you want to, if you feel like people are missing out of your life and you want friends, it's like this person, like I said, has an agenda. Like they want to be in a relationship. They're deliberately like they slow walked it, they held it back, they don't know how to deal with the relationship. They do have feelings for you, but it's a hot mess. They don't know how to actually be in a relationship without you really helping them navigate the relationship, is what I see, because they want a second chance, but they're not being honest about saying, hey, listen, I want a second chance. I'm just not ready yet. So, I mean, most likely, if you really like this person, you'd be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna date, or I'm not gonna date because I don't like anyone else. I like you. But this person that has such a low self-esteem, it's the way that they navigate that bothers me. It's that the fact that they're not on the same vibration. And so they leave things out, they omit things out of their situation to make themselves look better. And then they want to be with you. So it's not, it's really about, if you want to be really have be diplomatic, you can be a friend to this person, meaning you're going to lay down the boundaries now. You're the one in control. You want to be in my life? I'll be your friend, and I'm going to act like a friend, which isn't a lover, and it's nothing else. If it's friendship, it's friendship. And you give boundaries. You have boundaries. You need to, because sorry, because being too optimistic with this person wouldn't be good, because like I said, it's like they're not on the same vibration, so they don't feel good about themselves, so they always tell little white lies, they leave things out, they try to navigate the relationship so that they're comfortable, and they're not really 100% looking at anyone else. When we grow up in a survival, God, I'm joking here, when we grow up in survival or been in a lot of relationships where we feel like, not safe, we can act like this. And the thing is, you being connected to a person like this because they're like that, you would become like that. That's why I'm saying you have to be careful because of that. But if you wanted to be in this person's life, I would say I'll be your friend, but I take the rose-colored glasses off, and I really am a friend. And then relationships are something that happen over time. I feel with trust, again, this person would eventually not feel like they have to do that, that they have to like leave things out of their conversation, stage things to look a certain way, that they wouldn't need to do any of that. This person doesn't feel like they're safe. And I feel like they've been in bad relationships. And so they are navigating the relationship the way that they've learned to survive. And though they really do have a genuine connection to you, Virgo, my best interest is for you and to be like, okay, well, you have to look and see, can you be successfully in a relationship with this person? Absolutely. But in order to do that, you have to, like, I think, really handle them diplomatically, meaning because they're sensitive. They're not 100% healed. They don't have a good self-esteem. We see that they don't handle their relationships properly. But then also be a friend to them, and that, like I said, that's how trust is established. And maybe not jump right into a big relationship. Again, see how you feel intuitively, but and make sure that this person is 100% ready to be in a relationship with you when they come back. And I don't know how you would make them prove that to you, but I feel like you would need for them to show you, because I feel like they're always coming into your life not 100% ready. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. If you resonated with this, let me know and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.